Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Senran Kagura game for PS4. And I guess before I even start this, I'm letting you know at first I kind of struggled to see if even I was going to do this review or really even how to go about it. But so kind of bear with me this time on this video while I talk about the many different things about this game. First off, let me start by saying the things you get when you buy this game. You get these holographic-ish kind of cards with one of the fractions that the characters happen to be part of, which are pretty cool. It also comes with an art book and 2 soundtrack discs to the game in a pretty lovely box for about $60 or more depending on where you are. Those of you who, I guess, are fans of the Senran Kagura series, or whatever, whatever people call it, probably already have this game since, it came out. So this review is kind of going to lean more towards people who have never played a Senran Kagura game before, and I guess why you should buy this game. I would say that this game is definitely worth your money based on what you get, and also, if you're looking for a new hack and slash game, kind of like almost Dynasty Warriors, but more fun, or something anime-ish to kind of kick back and just play, either online or by yourself, then that's generally what this caters to. Now, I'm going to talk about the features of the game. There are way more characters of this to pick from, but I'm literally just showing you. You can dress your character however you wish. There are tons of different ways to dress your character, as well as different moves that they learn as you level them up throughout missions. I almost want to say you're at least going to like one character out of here. I've never really met someone who just hated all the characters, but you're going to at least find one character that you enjoy using. So moving back from that, there's also a ton of stuff you can collect from the shop. A ton of really fun and interesting stuff, like such as videos and even victory finishers. I'm going to actually show you one right now while I'm here. And there's many more of that. It's really funny stuff. Music, voices, and all that. I go through that because I definitely like having options and features. Moving from that, I'm going to take time to show the roster here. This is the entire roster for this game. And while I'm showing you this, I'm actually going to take time to talk about the music. The music in this game has some of the most lighthearted, funny, cool themes I've seen in a game, period. I definitely like the music and give that 10 out of 10 on that. The character designs are really well thought out. They look pretty cool. And like I said before, I mean, I've yet to encounter someone that just said, oh, I didn't like any of the characters. Although I'm sure it exists, but I've never encountered that. Each character fights, well, very different from each other, but learning them is almost universally the same, which is why I say kind of think of it almost as Dynasty Warriors. There's definitely a lot of many different things you can do even within background. Tons of different backgrounds you can have. And this is what I thought was kind of cool. Kind of reminded me of Project Diva F in a really funny way. You know, hot spring, stuff like that. See, tons of stuff to pick from just to kind of liven up your room if you want to do that. There's at least some features somebody can enjoy in this game. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to, and I do this for every review just about, trophy-wise, if you are a trophy hunter, good news for you, this platinum is not that difficult to get. Most of the trophies require you just to play through the game, with some requiring you to destroy these little tower-like things. But it shows you in story mode whether you missed it or not. Now, one trophy you might want to be wary of if you're trying to go for a platinum like right then and there is there's a trophy to buy everything in the store, so you may not want to waste your money on what I'm about to show you after this. Tons of stuff for you to pick from. The lottery. What you get here is generally lingerie that you can either buy with real money or just use money you get in game. I'm going to show you an example of this. Okay, I probably didn't get anything really good. But yeah, it's generally like this. Some days if you do gamble, you can get really cool stuff. But most of it is just lingerie. And there's a percentage and stuff when you get that too. So, moving from this. Oh yes, there was something else before my mistake. Trophy-wise, the other thing you may wish to do, if you are trying to buy everything in the store rather quickly, it helps to up the mode, up the difficulty setting if you're trying to earn more money for that. Which is what I was going to say, there's two different types of money. And I guess just for giggles, you know, you can even buy a smile. That is how cutesy this game is. It's a waifu game, essentially. Now, other than my accident with that, the mission mode. You have 3 different types of missions. The Millennium Festival being the main one, and other stuff coming afterwards. Generally, I will show you the combat of this game. Pick my own favorite character here. So before that begins, this is what you get really with the animation. The animation is really funny, and if we're talking story mode, to have a recap here, music, astounding, 10 out of 10. Combat, really liked it a lot. Some really good hack and slash dynamics, and animation wise and story wise, the animation is really funny. It's a lot like watching anime. And story, Here's the thing with that. I'm not gonna dive too much in the story or really spoil it. I'm just gonna let you read that yourself. It's I wouldn't try to make a crap ton of sense of it, considering what it is. But you can enjoy the story if you, I guess, if you're trying to follow it. It's pretty standard. You know, okay, these girls doing some stuff, gotta fight them. And yeah, essentially that's it. Stop them and rinse and repeat on that. But it is funny in its own way. In a way, this game reminds me of a Kiba strip to anyone who's ever played that game. In which you're trying to defeat the clothes off of them, essentially. Okay. So after that little nice scene, moving onward in terms of the combat. The stages, before I start, the stages are done really well. I definitely like the layout of the stages, and they really kind of went all out with this one. I would expect no less from the creators of Senran Kagura. Like your standard hack and slash game, Square is... I'm really getting beat up here. Square is how you do most of your attacks, along with triangle being jumps and heavy. It really just varies on who you pick. But the game is not that hard to pick up or really even play. And then you have a bunch of little modes and stuff you can go into. Well, actually, two major modes. You can go in Fanatic or literally just transform. Bunch of cool stuff you could do. The kunai acts as a compass. And generally, what was here, if you're trying to get a platinum trophy, you destroy these little tower things. And that helps towards your little mission and what you're trying to do. Even if you have like, okay, no idea, like what do I want to do, you know, and stuff like that. See, it even helps you out here. But yeah, you fight a horde of minions along with a kind of like general. And this game's just really fun to play. If you're just trying to kill time, or you want something to just sit down, chill, and play without having to take uber seriously. But I'm not gonna lie, there are some people that quite literally do take games like this seriously, and no cut on you if you do. But yeah, there's a lot of different enjoyable stuff to do. Whether it's for the story, and transformations like this is the other thing you can do when you're not in Fanatic mode. So yeah, I've had hours upon hours of fun with this game, and I've waited a long time for it to come out. So this is just pretty much normal battle mode. Well, story mode actually, but yeah. And as far as the online, you will get to see that as well. I'm not really going to touch up on that too much, but just know the online is more or less kind of the same. So yes, I'm actually trying to think to see if I left anything out, but this is generally story mode and how the game is played, and that's what you get out of this game. I hope I was able to, I think I covered just about everything about what you get out of this game, and at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to buy it or not. I'm saying I highly recommend this game to buy. For anyone in my community or subscriber, even if you just happen to stumble across this video. And like I said before, a waifu game, you can't really go wrong with it. If you like anime, you might like the game.
我が名は大道寺強者を求める者なり我が力見せてやろうそして集いしスターダスト100年目の目覚めに呼ばれて男たちは向かう